welcome to Indie Production Source, Episode 9. My name's Charles Stewart Jr.
And I'm Danae West, and this is a show that encompasses everything to do with independent video production.
Good stuff, yeah. All right, well, that being said, I just want to let you guys know, we want to apologize for, I know there's been some confusion with the release dates on the episodes. We've had a lot of projects come up, and it's really kind of pulled our attention away just for the time being. But we want to let you know the show's not going anywhere. However, we are going to drop down to bi-weekly just for now. And if we have something come up, we'll throw it in an off week, that we absolutely have to get out there. But yeah, again, the show's still going on, so don't. I'm stealing all your stuff now, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. He takes 1 week off and he thinks he owns the show.
I know.
Whew. Anyway, let's get to the serious stuff. Next on this fresh find.
On this week's Fresh Find, I want to talk about the website Mandy.com. If you've never heard of Mandy.com, it's basically the Craigslist of filmmaking and video production. And if you haven't heard what Craigslist is, it's basically one big classifieds. It's really cool because, for one, it's international. It's not just limited to the United States. So, if you're filmmakers all over the world, this is a good place for you to go because it'll connect you with everyone. Another thing, it's free. It doesn't cost you a thing to sign up and use the site. So again, that's worth it. And let's get into some of the inner workings of the site. So now that you know a little bit about the site, let's talk about what it's comprised of. The first one is services. And services is basically the yellow pages of the site. And so that means if you are like a production company or you offer some kind of service, you would be listed on there. So if you're looking for a particular service or looking for some kind of production like DVD distribution, like a company that would burn DVDs and package it for you, or looking for a production company in your area, that would be a good place to go find it. On the flip side of that, if you are a production company or some place that does distribution of DVDs, where people can pay, then you would just list your site there. So definitely it doesn't hurt to have it on there, and if you're looking for something, that's a good place to go. The next section we have is jobs. And it's basically where a bunch of jobs postings are. And this is where, like, let's say you're a cameraman and you're looking for a project. You could go on there and search your area and find out if there's something in your area. On the flip side of that too is if you are looking for a cameraman, you can post that job on there and for that area maybe that you're going to be in, so people can communicate with you. So if you've got a shoot going down a couple states away and you're going to be down there for a couple days, you can go ahead and kind of line that up and find someone there without actually having to live there or hire someone there to find the crew for you. On the next part we have casting. And basically what casting is, it's the same thing as jobs, but it's with acting roles. So if you are an actor and you're looking for work in your area or places around your area, this is a good place to go and see what's available and coordinate with them and see how they're going to get your, if you're going to go audition or they're going to have you videotape yourself and go audition that way. And again, like everyone else or like everything else, there's a flip side to that, and that's if you're looking for actors. Same with if you're again the same analogy. If you're going somewhere to shoot something, and you're going to need actors in that area, or you don't care where the actors are coming from, you can post a casting call on there, and it just helps get the word out, and you can maybe find that particular person that you're looking for. And the next section is the film market, and the film market is basically a place where distributors can find films. So let's say you've completed a film. And you're a producer and you're trying to get your film distributed, you can go there and post it up there and let distributors have links to maybe a trailer for it or some information, or at least the website that you've created for the film. And once that's up there, distributors can go look for all your projects. And that's definitely a big thing if you're trying to get your film distributed and you haven't had anyone bite yet. And again, like on the flip side of that, if you're a distributor looking for a film, that's a good place to go find it. Now we've got classifieds, and obviously if it's a site that's basically a Craigslist, it's going to have classifieds in it. And this is a section where you can go, if you're looking for equipment, that's where you can go to buy it or sell it. A good example is if you're a production company and you bought a bunch of new equipment and you're trying to get rid of your old equipment, instead of just trying to do the hassle of eBay, you might be able to post it on there and find someone in your area to just come buy it. Or like if you're a production house, unfortunately, if you go out of business, this is a good place to liquidate your assets so you can get money quick to pay off whatever debt you've accumulated. And a very cool thing they have on there is a vendor section. And basically it's one huge list of vendors, so if let's say you're on a shoot and you see a product that someone's using and you really like it, and you go to search for it on Google and you just can't seem to find the website where it's at, you can go on the list and find a particular piece of equipment or the manufacturer of that equipment, and it'll give you a link directly to their website. Definitely cool because I know I've had instances where I've been trying to find equipment and I've typed in the name and it just wasn't coming up. So this definitely helps. And on the flip side, if you are a vendor, you should definitely have your site listed on here because you want to reach your target demographic, and this is definitely it. Lastly, there's the notice boards, which basically is one big message board. So if you're looking for workshops or festivals or just want to communicate with other filmmakers, this is a great place to do that. And I basically just skimmed over what the site is. There's definitely a lot more going on to it than what I could just sum up here in these couple of minutes. So if you got time, definitely go to mandy.com and just cruise the site and check it out. And I guarantee you'll try to figure out how you lived without it once you start really getting in there and using it for yourself. And that pretty much wraps it up for this week's Fresh Find. If you got a fresh find for us, email us at ipsource.tv@gmail.com, and we'll be sure to work it in the show. And that's it for this week's Fresh Find.
Well, I have to say that I really like Mandy.com myself as an actor. You can get on there, you can put in whether the job is a SAG or non-union job, what city you're in, what specifically you're looking for, and be able to email your stuff right out.
Yeah, I mean, when I started out as a camera operator, I was checking there all the time for jobs and stuff like that. And, there's definitely, you'd be surprised, you might think it's just in film cities, but they cover everything. So you can kind of find jobs everywhere. So I definitely check it out, even if you don't think there's a lot going on. And then on the producer end, you can put what you're looking for out there, whether it's paid or no pay, and reel people in that way. So.
And especially in the Southeast here, like it's utilized for, cities outside of your city. So if you're willing to travel, it's definitely a good thing to use.
Yep. And with all that being said, our next segment is the call sheet with Danae.
This week on the call sheet, we caught up with Justin Soponis. He's going to tell us what it's like to be a production coordinator. And this is what he had to say.
I work in the industry as a production coordinator. I've worked on several commercial shoots. I've worked on a TV show. Palmetto Point, I was a production coordinator for the first episode. And then several features. I've done Ghost Town, a couple shorts. I was the production coordinator on The Bleeding. The production coordinator runs the production office. On smaller budget movies like Dismal that I just helped produce, we didn't really have that much of a production office. We didn't have a production coordinator. But the production office is the sort of the nexus of where all the information goes out from. Now that can be to the cast, to the crew, for publicity, but the production coordinator mostly handles the dispersal of information, cast and crew, housing, travel, insurance for the production, and script changes, anything that has to do with information. It's not in any way a creative position, it's more just running an office and making sure that everything flows smoothly. To get started as a production coordinator, usually the first step is to become a production office assistant, office PA. You can call any project that comes in, and usually they're always looking for PAs, and it's a office production assistant. You don't need a tremendous amount of experience to do it. You may be filing and answering calls all day, but that's a good way to learn. And it also prepares you not just for production office coordinator, but you can learn a lot of the UPM's duties. The coordinator works hand in hand with the UPM all the time, so